All right, everybody. We are just about to get live with the Tetris Block Party. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome in wherever you're watching, because we are live in multiple places. Tetris Official X and Instagram. Classic Tetris Twitch and YouTube. Hard Drop Twitch. So, and yes, with a special occasion. We have a totally stacked Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 tournament tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Dormy, providing a sub to Hard Drop. I have multiple chats up, and I assume our commentators will have them up as well. So, yes, we are about to go live with our Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 tournament, part of an ongoing Tetris Block Party. What is a Tetris Block Party? It is a celebration of 40 years of Tetris, put on by Tetris Official, and we are all a part of it. Myself at Enhanced with Tetris Effect Connected. We have Tetris the Grandmaster. We have Classic Tetris, Game Boy Tetris, Tetris Mobile, Tetris.com, whatever Tetris games are out there. And yeah, all coming together for a series of events. And today is Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 Day, which is a hit game in Japan. I say that because we have 6 Japanese players tonight, 1 player from the US and 1 from France. We will get into that. Next week, we are going to be having a Tetris Effect Connected Zone Battle Tournament. If you want to participate in that, head to start.gg/Tetris or use that register command on Hard Drop or Classic Tetris, and that'll pull up that link. And that tournament is going to be very special as well. A lot of repeat players from the past few weekends going head-to-head, such as Sakai Gohan, who is looking to be a menace to any opposing Tetris players tonight and possibly next weekend. Yes, so we are going to take a look at our bracket for tonight. Here is that bracket. We're going to start off in the top left here. We have, Sakai Gohan. So they are Japanese characters, but perhaps over time here tonight you'll get the hang of their names. But Sakai Gohan, a.k.a. Kashirobo versus Dormy to kick things off. Then we have Amamaya versus Aten, Yushoda versus OSW, and Yukon versus Rico. It is totally stacked, probably as high level as it gets. So everyone that loves this game is going to be in for a treat tonight. If you want to play this game, by the way, we're doing a Steam code giveaway. Head to the Classic Tetris Twitch and type in Block Party, all one word. Use that giveaway command to help you out if you need. And or on the Enhanced Experience channel, we're also giving away some codes there at twitch.tv/enhancedexperience. Yes, and I am joined by none other than Adam and David, aka Commando and Pants, or vice versa. So Adam and David, aka Pants and Commando. There we go. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I love Tetris. I love gaming.
Yes. I mean, we all love Tetris. That's why we're all here tonight. But yeah.
Heck yes.
We've been seeing a lot. We've been seeing a lot of matches. Some people, I believe, are streaming their matches from the Block Party bracket in the other brackets, like Gold and Silver. Very interesting watches, very good matches all throughout. But we are here wrapping up like both sides of the master bracket. Gonna be seeing who takes the title of best PPT2 player.
Yeah, and there's a lot of volatility in this bracket tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of fresh, not only in, Tetris gaming faces, but fresh as in, not long on this earth faces. A lot of very young, prodigal players, not just from the Japanese side. I mean, OSW is still a pretty young guy himself, so it's a young man's game, and all us old dudes, we don't stand a chance anymore, except for Doremi.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just a lot of great players. Some who have been making moves while I have been kind of in the background. So, there's going to be a lot of Commando taking over to get into the nitty gritty while I'm doing the the sideline excitement stuff. But yeah, our Our first match is that Sake Gohan. Oh, I can't read hiragana. Totally can't.
He says lying through his teeth.
Exactly. Well, I mean, like, if I were to be pronouncing it, it'd be like Shake Gohan, because it's like, the she and then the ya, it's like small.
Yeah.
It could also be without the H sound, but I am informed it's Sake Gohan. So
yes.
Which, when I go to a Japanese restaurant, sometimes that's my order. I get a little sake, a little bit of Gohan. It's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, Sake Gohan on the left side, formerly known as Akashi Robo, and if that name should be.
Attention, please.
Sake Gohan. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit of stalling. Sorry, I thought there was a little engine or connectivity issue, but they're in the match in full swing. Yeah, Dormy getting things going, trying to not top out so early, but Sake Gohan has the mild advantage.
Yeah, Dormy's upstacking a little bit here, Sake Gohan. Nice freestyle stack, gonna be able to get some Tetrises to send a little bit more garbage over to Dormy.
Misgrab on Sake Gohan's side, gonna have to try and chip away on the right. Is able to at least
a
make
nice
Tetris happen out of it, and another misdrop.
Ooh, another misdrop.
A little more.
Yeah, this one's a little dicey.
Approach here.
Yeah, this one is a bit dicey.
Survive somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I mean, just to get
some nice run out of the situation. Nothing too crazy.
I reckon
Dormy has to get out. Dormy can't get out because the round is over.
Yeah. Sake Gohan just sending like the perfect amount at the right time. I have a feeling, I could be completely wrong as the night goes on, but I think Sake Gohan currently is maybe getting a little more used to PPT2 handling. I mean, there was an entire bracket beforehand.
Ooh, drops the wrong piece. He's looking for the PC with the T piece flat, and instead drops the J. And yeah, it's definitely gonna set his expectations down just a little bit. But Doremy still struggling with damage incoming.
Yeah, the garbage, the stack is still clean though. Doremy's pretty low on the board. There's still a good chance that Doremy can come back from this.
But yes, misdrops for Doremy on Sake Gohan's side. But,
yeah, setting up the T-spin triple there.
I'll get it back. I'll set up a T-spin triple. I'll make it happen.
Uses SRS to kind of tidy up the stack there using.
Ooh, with the Z-spin.
That's the power of guideline for you. Ooh, Dormy with a nice
overhang. Yeah.
Hanging T-spin double, just to kind of squeeze in some extra damage. And Dormy very close to the top with an Esmus drop, just needs to find a way out, but Gohan's gonna keep sending more here.
Yeah, there's some interesting happenings going on both players' boards right now.
Yeah. Just to provide a little bit of context for those viewing on the Classic Tetris channel, I understand that, I mean, people are there mostly for Classic Tetris and probably doesn't have the full grasp of what goes on in Versus Guideline. The main objective in Versus Guideline Tetris is to top out your opponent by sending certain amounts of lines. And the more... It's not exactly one-to-one, but like the more lines you send or the more efficient you play, the more garbage you can send over to your opponent and potentially top them out faster. So as you can see, Sake Gohan on the left is setting up some T-spins. Very uncommon in Classic, but kind of a staple in Guideline. That allows players to be a little more efficient when they...
Oh my god.
to, when they clear, send more garbage, and, you know, doesn't sacrifice board height.
And one of the most important things about Guideline is the concept of, you know, maintaining your back-to-back combo. Two types of moves will contribute to a back-to-back combo, and that is a T-spin, any T-spin, and a Tetris. So you'll be seeing players pretty much going only for Tetrises and T-spins in order to keep this back-to-back combo alive, because the longer you keep it up, the more damage you're able to put out as it modifies what you're outputting. They'll also be going for all clears, which is, you know, when your board has no more pieces on it. You'll see a lot of openers that try and get that going as soon as possible, which of course, you know, has its own sort of meta going on, as people can counteract it if they play quickly, if they're not going for a PC of their own. It's, you know, there's a lot of this mental mind games, and it's occasionally harder to notice what's going on in this moment-to-moment gameplay, because these players can play their hands off there, and yeah, but don't get lost in it. Just have fun and enjoy the ride.
It can be a little overwhelming, but in the, like once you understand the mechanics of the game, it can be a little bit easier to follow. Interpreting it as just like pure Tetris can be a little overwhelming. It's understandable, but
yeah. Sometimes you can
there
see
is a method to the madness.
What we just saw with Sakigo on his first couple of pieces, you can see like a tiny little like stutter in the movement. It almost seemed like it was like, oh, where's my all clear? And probably the internal monologue of, I couldn't find it, let's do something else. Yeah. Doremi, a little stacked up high. Gonna have to try and get this left piece that was just kind of hanging in there chipped away. Is able to get this little down stack combo, which is another thing to consider. That's probably the third and final important way to send damage and negate damage, is instead of just clearing lines laissez-faire as you go, if you clear lines sequentially with each next piece that you get, you'll get a normal combo, which is different from a back-to-back combo. And the longer you keep up a normal combo, the more damage you'll send, and that can get pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to send for Sakigohan, up 4-1 already.
Yeah.
This is a single elimination tournament, or at least its top 8 is.
Yeah.
So whoever.
Yeah, single elimination. There's a lot on the line here. Sakigohan more than halfway to victory already.
Ooh, and ooh. Nah.
Ooh.
Doremi
there is a color clear from Dor.
A PC. I mean, yeah, color clear, but you know.
Unfortunately, those don't do much.
Yeah. It's
But there's a nice stack on Doremi's end here. Good potential for some freestyling. Get some. Has the overhangs ready for T-spin setups. Gonna be able to set up another one here, but
get back in action, and it is stacking his T-spins over the well. Pretty nice.
Yeah, has a nice deep well to just.
Pretty crazy.
Gonna be able to use that as ammo for retaliation here. There's a fractal, which is just 2 T-spin doubles stacked on top of each other like that.
Gonna have to try.
And that's gonna be enough to top out Doremi here.
Yeah. So, you know, this conversation about Sakigohan being in the first seed, being the, you know, the favorite of the tournament, it's looking a little well-versed in reality, getting a perfect clear after getting like 2 T-spins already. So pretty good damage output. You'll see sometimes the players will stall, kind of like what just happened there. That's to allow the damage to come in, so you don't just negate it.
You don't get hit with.
Still,
you don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, some misdrops happening.
Ooh, there's a lot of misdrops there, and
Sakigohan
just too many misdrops there. Sakigohan just dips out. Not gonna. It's sometimes the players just see that it's too much to try and salvage. You'll see just like an intentional top out like that every now and then. Hopefully not often.
And there
very
on the,
nice efficiency
side,
here from Go.
You saw a color clear from Sakigohan, which is what Commando was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
But-
it's perfect clear without the garbage. If the garbage weren't there, that would have counted as a perfect clear. But unfortunately, that's not considered anything. So
Yeah.
it's really done to keep your board clean. Like
Yeah.
there is still a bit of a purpose to it.
It's if anything, it's just like a thing to point out because as a Tetris player, your OCD is talking a little bit. And
Yeah,
you're like,
you
it's
have
pretty.
that urge.
It
Yeah,
looks
you have the
pretty,
urge
it's
to look at
nice.
something. Oh, that's so satisfying. All the color is gone. It's just like it's that sort of thing.
I did everything I could.
There's also like
Ooh, this is
Dormy's making a bit of a comeback here.
That was not exactly messy play from Saki Gohan. That was
That was
better
no.
play from Dormy. It wasn't.
Yeah, there weren't a lot
taking advantage of your missed drops. It was. I am here for a reason too.
Yeah.
Starting us off
I mean-
with the T-spin triple, getting up on the dreams of a PC. Had to get a weird I spin, and it can't get into a PC on Doremy's side, but was able to get a 6-combo down stack, which is pretty nice. Although the
Gonna be
damage
sending
is now
a good
coming
amount,
in
but-
Doremy's way, and Doremy does need to make
Yeah.
a statement sooner rather than later. Only sitting on 2 rounds left to allow.
Ooh, bit of a risky play with that Tetris right there.
Fortunately, has to do the T-spin double maneuver, but you only get the single T-spin out of it. That's always
Risks, yeah.
always what I
Dormy's
hate.
playing a lot of risks here, and they're actually paying off quite a bit.
interesting.
But ooh,
with
the
the L
eye
spin.
piece that is so high up.
That was
Still
kinda
managing to
nasty.
negate
This-
things. Dormy off with
and then the misdrops at the end.
TZO. That's just not how you do. Dormy was playing so well there, and then I think the nerves just got to him. That
was,
brings Saki Gohan to match point, starting off
Yeah.
with the DT cannon.
This could be the end of Doremy's magical run.
Yeah, this is Dormy's last.
It doesn't.
Oh,
Look at the
one
pieces.
line
One
off on the
line
perfect
came
clear.
through, and if you get one line through as garbage, that's 9 blocks. That's an odd number. You can't perfect clear with that at all. You can't do anything.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
some
fair.
down stack action coming in from Saki Gohan's side. Looking pretty powerful.
Dormy setting up some overhangs to just get some
Jeez,
T-spins
that was a
in.
big spike.
To the top of the board right now.
And
Okay,
Dormy
things
scared of
intense.
misdropping again, just kind of putting all these pieces down a little
Slowing
deliberately,
down,
maybe
catching
too
his
much.
breath. But that
Yeah,
might be
needs-
too
needs to
slow.
speed
That
it
might.
up.
Yeah, no. Like, you can't go too slow, otherwise Saki Gohan's gonna come back with a vengeance, close to the top,
Couldn't
and that's
combo.
gonna be
Couldn't
it.
combo. Was looking for the combo. You could see
Mhm.
that the combo was being looked for with like the eyepiece being brought down vertically, and just couldn't keep it alive. That's unfortunate. And
Very good plays
Unfortunate
here.
as it is, it's not unfortunate for Saki Gohan, the one to beat. So
Yeah, Saki
to every other
Gohan
player
and
in the bracket, watch out.
coming in at seed number 1, and for good reason. Can you believe that this guy's still in middle school?
Given the recent rotation of dope Tetris players, actually yes.
You know what? Fair enough. Actually, fair enough. We
If
do have a lot of like
teachers
new
now
blood.
old men.
Yeah, we have a lot of new blood in the Tetris scene, like both classic and guideline.
Yeah, and you know what?
But
Good for them.
I mean, yeah.
I
I
I will
mean,
continue to play Tetris at a level I'm comfortable
I-
with, and I will just
mean-
understand that I'm not getting on that level anytime soon.
yeah. I mean, you know, young or old. I mean, it shows. Tetris is a good game to play, no matter how old you are. Got to start them young.
And yeah, I'm assuming the way this bracket maneuvers that the next match we're going to be seeing is from OSW and Uyashoda. These two players,
Yeah.
probably the ones I'm most familiar with in this
Yes.
bracket. OSW, who I had the pleasure of meeting last year at WPL Columbus. Pretty
Both of them
cool
playing.
guy. We got to do co-op Tetris party for the Wii, and I think we beat like everybody.
Both of them are using Ringo Ando, which is very funny.
Hey, that's a vanilla Puyo character. We respect that. None of this, weird PPT2 invented characters.
Yeah, no,
which we do like also, but
I mean, these characters, a lot of these characters are from Puyo Puyo. If you're not aware, which is
Puyo Puyo,
kind of
which is a different puzzle game franchise made by SEGA. Originally
made by Compile
for the consoles. What was it?
The 16-bit era.
Yeah,
it was there was one on Super Famicom. There's Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. If you're
was the Super Famicom one? Was there a Compile one on Super Famicom, or was that Kirby's?
Yeah, there was a Compile one on Super Famicom. Okay, I think only in Japan. There's Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is for the sake the big Sega heads who remember the Genesis days. There's Kirby's Avalanche if you are also on SNES. There's a bunch of other ones in there that we don't need to mention, but these characters come from the original Puyo Puyo, which is a spin-off of Mado Monogatari.
Which is
there's a huge history that we're not going into because this is Tetris, not Puyo Puyo.
Hey, I still don't see a game screen. Why not?
They're both they're setting up. Uyashoda, familiar name.
Incredible.
Big name in TCWC. They 2022 had a really good show. 2023 also a good show. Runner up both times, I believe. Very active. Very.
You might say, oh, they had a great showing. Uyashoda might be not good enough. Be better.
Uyashoda has been active in tournaments a lot, constantly just striving to get better and better. And I mean, OSW is kind of the same. Very, very strong American player. A lot of people very well known within the modern Tetris community, known for being really fast, really efficient, and manages to top himself with extremely good plays basically every single year he's been active. It's on if you haven't seen OSW play, I think you are in for a good show. These two, I believe, played in a pretty big Tetris Effect Connected tournament against each other at some point.
Yeah, Dave Otega's reminding me. I think there's a small chance that one of us two commentated that.
It wasn't a small chance. I remember commentating it.
Okay. I don't remember much.
OSW, yeah. A lot of people, yeah. When you start to see OSW, you'll probably notice a good amount of misdrops, but he's also very good at correcting them. So, he's good. He's good with speed. He's good with recovery, which is very good. You want if you're gonna make mistakes on the board, you want to fix them as soon as possible. Otherwise, your opponent's gonna capitalize on that and gonna be able to take you out.
Yeah.
And as some people are figuring out in the chat, we are giving away copies of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Steam. So if you're interested in that, type in Block Party, all one word, no spaces.
All lowercase.
Just Block Party, and then you will be in for the giveaway.
BLOCKPRYPARTY.
Good effort.
So somebody take the microphone away from me.
Oh, someone said, "Oh, okay." The bot is saying only in the classic Tetris chat. So maybe head over there, watch both streams, get some extra watch hours.
That's the chat I'm looking at. I will say I already have a copy. I will not be participating, and that's okay. All right, let's get into this.
All right, here we go.
There's this little event called the Olympics going on, and I'm feeling a lot of national pride. So I'm not going to say who I'm rooting for, but you know.
See, you showed up right off the bat with an aggressive.
Up to the top. Yeah. There was something going on there, but
yeah, there's something going on there, but first match doesn't decide the rest of the first round doesn't decide the rest of the outcome.
Kind of looks like OSW was looking for a PC setup there, going for something entirely different after not being able to find it. And gonna get a little potential downstack action with this 3-wide well, okay, and we just get the test instead, quickly converted out of the situation. You should have still yet to receive any garbage and still staving it off, but OSW's garbage is pretty comfortable. Kind of looks like it's now in OSW's favor at the moment. Okay, and
all right. Ooh, OSW very close to the top. Puyo Shoda sending in some more garbage, being a little more aggressive. But OSW manages to find a way out somewhat. Not gonna find the right pieces, though.
Yeah, not that.
Had a well set up for that Tetris and just wasn't going to do it.
Alright, OSW putting some thought into his play. Puyo Shoda, on the other hand, playing a little faster. And obviously looking for the PC, not able to find it entirely. OSW now going on the offensive.
Ooh, nice freestyle stack, gonna be able to retaliate.
On the gas, is able to get the win, and is now in the running. Not sitting on a goose egg anymore.
Yeah, OSW was doing what was known as a 6-3 stack, which refers to the amount of minos you have on each side.
We get the PC from Puyo Shoda, pretty clean too.
Yeah, very clean.
The PC. That is a good amount of damage to start off with an OSW. You're gonna have to
OSW, go.
The keys to the win here. Maybe they're in
yeah, I think OSW's in a pretty good spot right now. Board's looking somewhat clean. Is kind of on the high end in terms of incoming garbage.
Man, this early level garbage is like, what is going on in the middle there? That is a lot of fines.
But finding a bit of an finding a bit of a down stack, getting some T-spin doubles in to just, keep the efficiency up and try to like prevent any more incoming damage. And it's working really well, able to neutralize.
Good combo
but,
down stack coming in from Puyo Shoda. This damage is going to be hard to negate.
Yeah,
so hard.
Puyo Shoda came in with a lot of Ren. And OSW, like there's only so much OSW can do with a bunch of T-spin doubles up towards the top of the board there.
Was good.
Yeah, very good.
Felt like both players were, committing. They were doing good stuff there. Ooh, another PC.
Ooh,
bit of
misdrops from OSW. Not
Didn't
great.
even notice the OSW misdrops.
Yeah, OSW misdropped that first T-spin.
And anytime I see like a PC setup that looks like it's gonna happen, I just like get tunnel vision.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just like
discovering fire brain.
I don't know, you can't keep your eyes off of it. It's a bit of a spectacle to just see a board cleared so quickly.
Yeah, OSW is
OSW stacking clean though.
Pretty far down. Puyo Shoda's got a good combo coming in and really committing to it. Up for the 10 combo, not enough to kill or defeat.
Yeah. Especially in PPT too, like the Ren garbage or the combo garbage is pretty substantial. So it can be incentivized.
Probably pretty comfortable where the other player is height-wise. And it's just a matter of who is going to get it to happen first.
Actually, OSW's board...
spin doubles happen?
OSW's board is pretty clean. There's some pretty good potential here.
But
bit of an awkward block with that S piece.
The volatility of...
Yeah, no, this match is pretty volatile. OSW is playing extremely risky with these T-spins. That's, I think, chewing it. Yeah, that's chewing off a bit more than
spending a little too much time being like, how am I going to make this T-spin double happen? And not enough time, how am I going to make the long game happen? That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, I respect...
all these matches have been like, minus a couple of heavy misdrop matches or rounds. OSW
like they have been pretty close.
Does not look like a schlub. Definitely
Yeah.
belongs in this position.
The numbers don't mean everything. Don't look at the score at the bottom. Just focus on what's going on in the match currently.
Never look at the score unless we're playing Gifted versus, in which case you have to do that for the phases.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Looking for the J.
Yeah. But OSW, board's looking
stack,
cool.
But
yeah, getting a good down stack here. Nice skim to get that T-spin double open.
Another one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going off of this. Ooh, and Puyo Shoda kind of setting up for a T-spin triple there, going out of his way. T-spin
doesn't
triple.
get the T-spin double. blocks it up with the J piece, and we hit
Oops,
it.
manages to turn it into
Okay.
a triple.
Mistakes
That's
into
not going
miracles.
to be enough, though. I don't think. No.
Into the opposite of a miracle.
That is unfortunate, but match point to
OSW.
OSW.
The hope of any non-Japanese player in this tournament. With Dorami, the only
Dorami, the other non-Japanese player.
Hit PC, but I do like this garbage stack for OSW.
Yeah, gonna be a nice open well.
But it actually dropped the eyepiece down there.
No,
will not be able to get the other eyepiece down. That's
doesn't get the other piece down in time. Uyashoda's gonna be taking this with 7-1.
That's the last
that
way
is
you wanna lose
unfortunate, but that is just the way things end up being. Uyashoda's going to be moving on to face Sake Gohan.
No, they're on the blank side. Yeah.
Oh, no, other side. My bad. Misreading bracket.
I will say that was it's a really quick match. One sec.
Yeah, really quick match, but I mean, these players, this game can be very volatile. OSW did put up a really good fight in terms of efficiency, but certain points just kind of slipped up, and there's nothing you can do with that. There's nothing you can really do about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, while we wait for this next matchup, we are going to start off with one of the copies to give away of people.
Here's the hat. I'm shaking around the entries in it.
It is your last chance. There is your last chance. Type in Block Party in the Classic Tetris chat for a chance to win Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Steam. We will be drawing it real soon, so do it now or forever hold that eyepiece. Just waiting for a few more stragglers to come in.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to do a drum
ultimately,
with my mouth.
I don't think we need that.
I know.
Austin has the hat ready, going to be drawing a name real quick. Okay. We're getting a word in from production. There is a Japanese restream going on at Enhance Experience on Twitch. You can also type in Block Party there for a chance to win.
And we get
Alex
C
wins.
Winning the giveaway.
Congratulations. You can DM Austin for your copy at Beast and Shen on Twitch, but I think he wants to, like, you can also talk to him on Discord. Any way of reaching out to him, you can get your copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Congratulations. And don't worry, there will be more later on, so stay tuned if you want a copy of this game.
Said 5 copies total, so we're down to 4, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That's my math. Production's gonna tell me I'm wrong.
Okay,
so we have 2 left on Classic Tetris and 1 left on Enhanced Experience.
I don't know if they've done the giveaway yet.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't know. Like, if you want another chance, you can go to Enhanced Experience. We don't know when they're doing the drawings there. That's not up to us.
I would feel mortified if I took a drawing away from the Japanese audience. I would. It's like I don't know. This feels so evil. All right, we have 2 more matches coming up, and yeah, we got Amemiya, and we got A10 or A10.
I believe it's is it A10? I think it's A10 just because Japanese.
In my document it says A space 10, but I'm familiar with Japanese pronunciation enough.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Amemiya on the left side, who is a very big name in PPT, especially. Considered to some as a Tetris god. Very, very familiar with this game's mechanics, and will probably use something that is known as 4 wide. We can explain it later when Amamiya inevitably uses it. And then there's
lot of the,
Aten on the other side, who is a Japanese tournament player. I'm admittedly not as familiar with the Japanese tournaments, unfortunately, but
this is what we call exposure, okay? And that's what
Yeah.
Aten's for. Aten's like, hey, you guys don't have me. You don't have a lot of bullet points in the Google Doc you're looking at, but I'm gonna give you one.
I'll give you a reason to remember my name. Like,
Yeah. And you know, if Aten can win this tonight, then maybe we gotta look into changing the name. Maybe it's gotta be 10 out of 10.
oh my goodness, that was terrible.
Hey, I'm trying. But yeah, we get Amemiya playing J and L. I'm unfamiliar with Aten's character's name, but it's not J and L, so I'm rooting for them. I'm not a J and L.
I'm just J and yeah.
Every time I
you know what they say,
see them
two is better
online-
than one.
Every time I see them online, I'm like, I gotta hear this stuff for, the next 5 minutes. I
Wait,
can't
you know
do
what?
this.
It sounds like
do
someone
this.
doesn't want to deal with some twin hijinks.
I can't even. I have no room to speak because I play O. But it's just something about it.
Anyways, looks like they are ready. Amamiya, flaunting that.
Can we truly say we're ready? Oh wait.
I mean, both players are in the lobby. I'm assuming we're just waiting on someone to get ready. I think Comms is as ready as they can be. But in terms of seeding, this is seed 4 versus 5.
Yeah, this is like the middle.
This
the
is
middle
like
of the bracket.
Like if we're going off of seeding, which don't do that.
Never.
Like, don't do that. But
That's
if
how
we're
Vegas
going off,
wins.
if we're going purely off of seeding based on rating, this is the closest match we have.
Yeah.
But as we said again, don't go off of seeding. Numbers don't matter.
David's right.
All right. Looks like both players are ready now.
This match.
Aten just
too.
sending a very nice, very polite, looking forward to this.
Rosat.
And I think everyone here,
Rosate. That's the name.
Rosat, which I believe is a Puyo Quest character.
Hit or less.
That I think you're right. Visually, I think you're right.
Sega, please localize Puyo Quest. But yeah, all right, we are off to the
Another
races
match
now.
getting started. And yeah, Aten getting this decent triple setup. Can't get quite in there, turning it into a double. Gonna probably find the clears into it again, or just delete it with
Yeah,
the
and
IDs.
Amamiya sending off some aggressive T-spin doubles right off the bat.
Yeah, trying to go into a 4-wide situation, but
Yeah.
start soft dropping, which is a
Had to start. Yeah, had to
never
start
really wanna
improvising.
do
Had
at this speed.
to go use normal. Had to go use normal line clears.
Yeah, unless you're going for cool T-spins, in which case soft dropping is cool.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
You gotta
Keep
do what you
yourself
gotta
in.
do.
Like, you have to keep yourself in check, but you also can't. You can't go too lax, otherwise your opponent
the
will.
Ren stops for Amemiya. Aten is getting back into the situation, looking like they're playing a little fast, a little uncaring about these crazy setup finds, more so focused on just the obvious T-spin doubles and full 4-line Tetrises. It's
Yeah, Ott seems to have
forward
the upper
approach,
hand. Of
but
it.
pretty
Has a bit
effective.
pretty aggressive compared to Amamiya.
Ooh, and now we're getting
Getting
these
up,
T-spin
counting to
doubles
4, making sure
setups.
that Tetris was right there. Has a nice well to keep dropping eyepieces into.
Okay,
Gonna set up a T-spin double on top of that
T-spin
before going
again.
for the Tetris.
Getting into the Tetris. That
Getting
back
those back.
combo, having to cancel it out immediately though.
Yeah, you can't always keep back to back forever. It's not always worth it. All right, and Aten has a nice T-spin triple into the double. Something the market we like to call a
another
C-spin.
triple.
Up with another
Pretty
T-spin
quick
triple. Gonna be
finds and
able to take
takes us
out
to
Amamiya.
round 2. That's
Yeah, right off.
That was a pretty even back and forth going on there, but Aten just kind of really either hit the jackpot regarding luck or just like made it happen. Very clean play. Didn't see that many misdrops from Aten. That's like, that's the dream.
Yeah, starting it off, but Aten is doing.
Oh my god!
both
Who's
players
the
are
Ren
doing-
Master? Who's the Ren Master?
By the way, Ren refers to.
No! You guys can blame me. You guys can blame me for that.
You jinxed it so hard. Oh my goodness. By the way, for those who aren't aware,
Oh my God.
Ren is combo in Japanese. That's why we say Ren. Sometimes it's just faster. But yeah, Amamiya starting off with that T-spin triple, followed by the double, but gonna be stacking a center 4-wide on top of this. Gonna be
happen.
doing the center 4-wide.
Trying to get it back, and is like, you know what? I'm taking damage now. It's time to let it rip.
Time to cash out. Time to redeem all this garbage that I've been setting up, ripe for you.
Not able
Gonna be
to get that
continuing,
last line,
getting
but
it
that's
going.
fine. But the damage is there. The damage.
The damage is there. It's gonna do a. Oh!
Maybe if the O piece was all the way to the left, maybe shoulda, coulda, woulda, blah blah blah. Next round.
Yeah, I think that was a good demonstration of the effectiveness of center 4-wide because it allows you to send.
I think that 2 rounds ago, that Aten example would have been like, textbook. This is how you get it going, but unfortunately, my big fat mouth had to ruin everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but center 4-wide is a good way
to combat center 4-wide. Is giving your opponent a lot of garbage to start off the match with. Now they kind of have to live with it. Although Amamiya, the Ren God, is able to combo out of it for like 3 or 4 lines, so that's pretty good.
Amamiya's very good at down stacking, just very familiar with the Ren game as a whole. Gonna know how to down stack out of very precarious scenarios.
That eye piece is pretty
and
clutch.
Speaking of precarious scenarios,
J piece is pretty clutch.
Kind of as
that eyepiece.
Unfortunate.
It's getting into the pocket. A lot. Very, very comfortable play going on right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, here we are.
Triple coming in from both sides. So they get the nice little 0 damage return. And Amamiya has a lot of board space to make this center 4-wide happen.
Another thing to note about center 4-wide is that the middle remains open. So while the sides are still really high up, you still have room in the middle to continue playing and down stacking. It's really effective for survival, which is why, if you're familiar with this game, center 4-wide kind of dominated the scene for a good amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when players can convince themselves not to do it to keep things interesting, when on the back foot, you would see it get pulled back out.
Triple ready for a double from Amamiya.
Ooh, some misdrop action coming in from Aten. Aten, who's looking so clean in the first 2 or 3 rounds. Okay, maybe first 2 rounds.
Kind of slipping a little bit.
Yeah. It's the triple. Pretty quick.
There's
it.
Saves the double for a second.
Okay.
Buffers the double just to make sure that garbage goes through. And that will cut off the center 4-wide early. Aten has a good gambit going here. Gonna be able to just play low on the board.
Get into,
gonna down stack
into the garbage, which is crazy.
Yeah, Amamiya speedrunning this one.
Yeah, Amamiya, really strong opening game, which a lot of people try to solidify that opener because catch your opponent off guard and you could basically just immediately get them.
You don't get too much damage coming in from Amamiya's side as a result. And oh my god.
Yeah, but Amamiya has a nice Tetris ready, gonna be able to get a little bit of Ren. There's a
this
triple-double
crazy
here.
ballsy stack, and then
And then on
left four
also
wide.
transition. Okay, giving Amamiya a bit of a taste of his own medicine here. Gonna be able to continue that into the garbage. Gets a nice 12 combo. Is that too much
Almost
for
able to
Amamiya?
kill.
Not quite.
Amamiya's able to get out.
Still
Hits
in
the
this
eject
game.
button.
Still
Can't
able to
account
find
for
an
that.
out. Finds a loose spot in the rope, unties himself, and then runs for the door.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and the Elmis drop. That's not looking too great for A10. Gonna try and
doing
build
the
on top of
T-spin
it.
for
Has a T-spin
nothing.
at the ready. Things are looking a bit scary on both ends.
Aten's able to get back in there. The fight's not over yet.
Not quite. It's not over till it's over. Gonna be able to get a Tetris followed by a T-spin double. But
back-to-back combo
Amamiya
modifier.
is aggressive. Continuing to just clear lines, send so much garbage, too much for A10 to handle. This is gonna be a match point. Oh my goodness.
Amamiya is looking in a rare form right now.
Amamiya is out for blood.
We do get the PC start from A10,
Yeah.
which does mess up the damage game a little bit. But, you know, with that PC start, it's like now you have nothing. You have to rebuild. And
The garbage is looking pretty clean on Amamiya's end too. Gonna be able to retaliate, and the ice drop looks like no retaliation is gonna be necessary. Ugh,
that's brutal. That's brutal.
that is another
kinda
that is
see
another match
the
ending with a
rotation.
miss drop.
Happen and it just being like, oh,
Ugh.
this is gonna go all the way to the right side because it's not gonna rotate.
It is that's not a
this
great
little notch.
you don't want to see a choke like that. It is
Oh,
but
A10.
sometimes that is just what happens.
A10 is now out with Amamiya taking the side of the bracket. And, you know, for those keeping track, it is now entirely a Japanese bracket.
Mm-hmm.
OSW.
Well,
and
it was
OSW.
entirely a Japanese bracket last
It
time.
was before, but I didn't point it out. I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All these
I'm also
players
aware.
hailing
I will
from
say-
Japan.
That Uyashoto could at least pass because of the the Romanji username.
That's a weird way to phrase it, but
Yeah. So, yeah.
I
but
mean,
our next match is going to
all
be
over the place.
our next match is going to be Yukun versus Rikuo. Rikuo, who is the youngest player in the entire bracket. How young? In elementary school. When I was in elementary school, I was able to play video games for 1 hour a day on weekdays and 2 hours a day on weekends.
When
So
I was in
definitely gotta be
elementary
able to
school,
get
I
this
could
good.
finish my time tests in about 2 minutes.
Yeah. I was good at times tables, you know. Don't play with me about no times table. 12 by 12, 144.
144, dude.
Yeah. 11 by 7. Bet you can't get that.
77. Oh no, I can't figure that out. He's got me. Sorry.
Wait, you said 77? Dude, you're using a calc. Admit it. You're using a
I'm
calc.
not. I actually knew my times tables, dude.
I'm not continuing that joke any further.
My friend, one time in college, I was just like sitting in my room. My friend comes back to the my roommate comes back to like our room, and he's just like, "Hey, you want to do times tables?"
Did you
And
dust
it's
him?
just like, what? I mean, I think we're actually pretty evenly paced.
Okay. I would definitely turn it into like a meme competition.
Oh yeah, no, it would get really, it would get really heated.
If I won by a millisecond or like one answer, I would be like, and that's why you don't challenge me.
Don't get me in a
dishes for
don't
the
get me in
rest
a don't get me in a room with pants with times tables. He's gonna do like an Evo pop off in the booth, and I'm gonna be scared.
I'm gonna be doing that thing where I like slap my chest a couple of times like a basketball
He
player.
slaps his chest. He screams to the stands.
Yeah. I throw the chalk up in the air.
He throws the chalk up in the air. He just runs around. He screams. He jumps. Just shouts. Everyone's cheering for him. We're all popping off in the comm booth. Time stable side event at Columbus.
Yeah. I imagine that, you know, Rikuo, given their proficiency at a video game that's mathematically adjacent, it's probably a little past times tables, though.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, let's
Now-
not. I mean, there's a reason Rikuo is playing in this tournament and not us, and it's totally because I just don't have the time right now.
It should also be noted that Rikuo, while Prodigy, is also the the lesser experienced of the two tournament players.
Yeah, doesn't have a lot of
Uh,
tournament experience here. Well,
so-
Yukun.
They're kind of an uncounted variable. So we're gonna see what just happens here.
According
Yukun-
to our notes here from production,
I am-
Yukun.
reading so dryly and so verbatim, it's kind of lame. But
Yeah, but
you guys don't have to know
Yukun. I mean, Yukun apparently played a first to 50 with Amamiya and lost 49 to 50, which is crazy. So maybe later down the line we'll see Yukun run it back and just like take
rounds back to back.
99 rounds and losing at the last one. I mean, that's a good match if anything.
Is
Just
there
a
any
real
money
like-
on that first to 50?
I have no idea.
I feel like a first to 50. It's like you have to be like, okay, well, put.
I mean,
100
I've seen
up.
people. I mean, I've seen people run first to 100s just for pure fun, and I don't. That's masochistic.
Yeah, those people are nuts. We got X. That's T's long lost dad. And then we
Something
got
like that.
Carbuncle,
And
That's,
Carbuncle, the
ah.
Puyo Puyo mascot, basically.
right? And somebody's sidekick. I forget her name.
We're
We're getting started. Yeah, it's Arl. Yeah, we're getting
Dude, don't tell
started.
me-
We got some misdrop action going on YouTube
Hold on,
side.
dude. That's not how we end the side table comp. Completely
And,
forgot Arl's name.
Yeah, Rikuo was able to win this one pretty quickly.
My goodness, dude.
So fast that we can't keep up.
Yeah, you couldn't right off the bat, early start. Just
This stacking from Rikuo.
ooh, a
is
bit of a
very,
misdrop there. Kind of had to take a
interesting.
pause to. Yeah, had to take a pause to
Couldn't
parse
get
what
the
was
triple
going
to
on there,
happen.
and you could
It's
retaliate.
punished. It's punished for their misdropping misgivings.
Yeah, this were fighting game, kind of just taking advantage of plus.
Oh, and
No.
this is happening now. Good starts from both
Yeah,
sides.
good starts, both
Damage
players,
getting
very
canceled
clean.
out. PC happening
could-
from the Prodigy.
Yeah, Rikuo getting that perfect clear, gonna be very aggressive at the start. Gets a color
Yeah, see
clear.
this down stack
Has-
combo, and it's
has
gonna
nice
happen, but
room
it's gonna
for a
stop
down
early.
stack. Yeah.
Could have continued if you went opposite with the L and the S, but I'm not the pro player.
And everyone has the. Yeah, has good room to just deal with that garbage. Building on top of it a little bit just to get some clean clears off, but it's gonna start down stacking here, I assume.
Yeah, it's
Just
so
to
evenly
lower the
matched
board.
right now. These players are
Yeah, pretty close.
definitely in the same, solar system of skill.
Yeah, Yukun, I think has a little bit of the advantage right now, kind of playing a little more aggressively, but Rikuo's gonna...
I think I'd agree.
Rikuo is playing very closely, though. Like, is still able to play around it, still able to deal with what's been dealt towards him.
And that's probably no small part due to just having a good time finding and creating some of these spin double setups pretty efficiently. Some of them are being given to him, some of them are being made. It's a harmonious approach. I feel like this round could go forever because both players have
It's kind of just like a cooperative dance. You see the two kind of like move back and forth with each other, just getting into the rhythm.
Yeah. When is the first capoeira Tetris character? We need that.
That's
Oh, and we are getting pretty topped out over on Yukun's
ooh,
side.
yeah, that's very close on Yukun's end.
And it could be.
Oh yeah, and that's
is
gonna be a
it.
misdrop and the end of that round. Rikuo taking the lead here now.
Yeah. That's some dark horse for you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, getting another PC setup situation, and couldn't
Huge
keep
garbage.
the damage off because the S wouldn't have cleared, and yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of garbage.
Oh my goodness, another perfect clear. I was
Alright,
just
so we
trying
get like
to.
a 2-minute round into a 15-second round. That's what happens. That's what happens.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought, like, I was looking at Rikuo there, and I was like, surely that's a way out. That's some pretty clean garbage. And then Yukon just throws another perfect clear in there.
Yeah, it's just Rico.
And there is
the one.
there's another one.
Okay, looks like Yukon is gonna be doing a bit of what we like to call
Perfect clear looping.
Yeah, I think Yukun has understood the difference in approach to strategies, and it's like, you know what, I can make this happen pretty quickly. I can cancel this out. Ooh,
there's the
PC.
Yeah.
I think looks like
Do
both.
not
players
adjust
are gonna be-
your television sets. Your screens
Okay,
are not
and-
malfunctioning. You just saw 2 PCs at the same time.
And Rikuo retaliating with another perfect clear. Yukon retaliating fast enough to the point where Rikuo could not send another.
So, triple stacking action in order to get the eyepiece out pretty quickly.
Oh, both of these players have very clean wells to just send pieces down.
Rico is trying to survive.
Rico was dancing a little close to the sun there.
Happen.
Nice
Okay,
floating
it's not bad,
T-spin,
it's
gonna
not
be
bad.
able to take advantage of the board
might be
state and
bad.
efficiency. But very close to the top. Things are looking
Rico's doing a
dire,
good
and
job
that
of
is gonna
keeping
be
damage
too
alive.
much.
It is too much.
Yukon starting to take back and run away with the lead here, 4-2.
I would say the last round was definitive. I would say that.
Oh no.
There was points in it where it looked like it could have gone either way. Rikuo definitely getting back into the action. Ooh, able to get the PC start.
Well, Rikuo getting the PC start.
Unfortunately, having to take some damage, so we're not going to see a loop. Unless.
But we are going to see some nice clean stacking still on top of that. Still has the advantage over Yukon right now. Setting up
we
a
get
side
right
4 wide. We're going to be
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
we're going to be seeing a little bit of Ren in here. And that now is about when the garbage starts to overpower anything that Yukon is currently sending. But there's no more combo to be sent over, so Yukon managing to survive that, still gonna be able to retaliate, still able to send some pretty good
Getting back into the back-to-back flow.
getting. You know, I heard your wordplay there. Yukon has a nice skim into the Tetris, gonna still pretty clean.
For your two-spin doubles.
Might need to go in the dishwasher a little bit, but still clean overall. And there's a side 4 wide coming in from Yukon. Let's see if
Rico gonna be able to send
That's
another.
why you like to go for center 4 wides instead. Sometimes those side
Is it-
4 wides
that's
are
like center
gifted to
4
you
wide
on a
is
silver platter, and you want to
if you
take
can
them,
get
but
center
sometimes
4
they're
wide,
not
you go
worth
for it. Side 4 wide, a little too risky to build up, especially at the board height that Yukon was at.
Oh, too much deliberation. Oh,
I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Yeah, that might have been damage stalling.
It would, yeah. Both players.
Sometimes it looks like thinking. I'm not in their brain.
Yeah, no, it's so hard to tell. You either think, oh, sometimes the players just have to
Pretty stacked up. Gonna have to try.
pretty scary for Rikuo here, but I mean, still has room to breathe. Just needs to keep clearing. Just needs to keep clearing. Keep lowering the board state, because Yukon is not gonna stop with this sort of onslaught of lines.
You must be in a call with him. He's taking your words pretty nicely. Keep clearing. It's working.
Yeah, we're working
Stack
really
is
well.
slowing
Getting a nice
down.
down stack.
Although no damage is happening right now because both players.
Yeah,
are
no, not a lot being
matching.
exchanged here. Yukon was pretty aggressive, but Rikuo with a nice T-spin triple gonna be able to negate the stuff that's coming in from Yukon. Yukon still sending lines though. That's a pretty substantial Ren.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
things are
it might
looking.
just be very important, Ren. 'cause it might
Very
be
precarious
like, ooh,
here.
it finds that T-spin
Ooh,
first,
sets
they
up
do
the
a triple, gets
triple.
the upgrade.
Gonna be able to neutralize, but is that going to be enough?
Single.
Oh, it's very close
We're
to the
not
top.
living.
Oh.
one line away from
It's so
freedom.
hard to tell when they're that close and they're like
Mhm.
they're clearing lines up there. It's so hard to tell whether or not that's going to be the end. I don't want to call it too soon because I don't want to eat my words. They're not good. They don't taste great.
Well,
All right.
A little bit of misstep
very
action coming in from Rikuo. Not the
Rikuo
biggest
cl-
issue. Was able to
I mean,
clear that
Riku-
line pretty quickly and not lose the T-spin.
Yeah, Rikuo
double.
had a very nice recovery from that.
Yeah.
Gonna be able to turn it into a T-spin single. It had the double on hand, ready.
Yeah, Yukon is going to use this S piece to get that piece of the double going. Trying to keep this
Ooh,
combo
but that
alive a little bit. The
drop.
red's not really there.
L misdrops are the worst because then you have to take it after that. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a 6-3. It's looking like this could be Yukun's. Rikuo still, is tied for
Rikuo has plenty. Still has a
most
chance.
points gotten
Gonna be able
by
to perfect
the
here. Not gonna be
by
able
the
to follow it
losing
up.
player, so
Unfortunately.
could maybe get there, but we're yet to see. This is pretty good damage output. It's getting negated. It's getting dealt with, but I think that Riku understands the situation. Does not want to, go to school on Monday and have his classmates say, "How'd that Tetris tournament go?" "Oh, I lost."
Dude, oh my goodness, we're not letting go. He's just a kid.
I know. I'd be upset. I don't want it to happen.
I mean, if anything, I still like. Actually, I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm just gonna let the kid enjoy his life.
Looking pretty enjoyable right now. This is pretty good.
Well,
stacking
yeah,
action.
I mean, speaking of enjoyable, I'm enjoying watching Rikuo stack right now.
Tiny bit of a misdrop with that S piece, but
Yeah, if you, I mean, manages to clear it up, no problem. Like, look at this,
Yeah.
so clean you can
but
eat right off of
it puts you a little behind in the damage game, and that's one of the big issues about misdropping.
Has a right
Even if
side,
you can
had
keep
a
it
right
up.
side Tetris well,
Yeah,
kind of appeasing the classic Tetris players there for a brief moment.
good damage coming in from Yukun's side.
Yeah,
If
you
Rikuo
can
builds
spend
up
a
a
lot
fair
there, but
deal-
Rikuo has the room to retaliate, has some ammunition. Ooh, stacking a little bit too much. But things are working out here. Gonna have to
And you
start
can
down
see
stacking
like
now.
I want a T-spin
Oh, but there's
here,
some-
but I can't because I'll
Ooh.
lose. All right, 4 wins. This is the most rounds I think we've seen in a single set today.
Yeah, this is the closest match. Well, I don't want to say closest match we've seen so far. In terms of rounds, yes, it is the closest, but we've seen some pretty close matchups.
Statistically, it's the easiest to point at and say that.
Yeah,
Ooh, getting the PC.
Don't look at the numbers, though.
30 on Yukun's side. Not bad, but the Ren's.
oh yeah, that garbage is looking really nasty. Moldy cheese. Rikuo has a nice opening for that Tetris. Gonna be able to get it.
Yukun making a nice little even triple into the double type deal. And Rico's playing pretty high. Gonna have to start.
Pretty high. I
doing
mean,
some stacking action in order to
Yukun
get
is
out of here.
you plays very aggressive, which causes Rikuo to play high pretty frequently. It's just a matter of how Rikuo can handle the down stack. Gonna be able to find a bit of an out. Has a
Man, gets a little bit of Ren in there. 5 combo.
little bit of a combo to boot. Yeah. Ooh, that O.
Drop on the O piece. That could be the
That could be
nitrous
scary.
boost that Yukun's looking for to make this happen.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Like,
clean
Yukun could
up
take it.
now.
take this
But-
inch, turn it into a mile.
On the back foot regarding damage output, and that's that's one of the big killers in modern Tetris. Is just losing your way in the damage war.
Yep. Okay, and
Nice
there's a
T-spin
nice
double
T-spin
for the
double.
Tetris.
Yukun has a nice, almost center four wide setup here. Gonna be playing pretty aggressively still. There's a Tetris incoming. Rikuo able to neutralize it. Ooh,
Find that T-spin
very
double
close
keep
to the
it
top
alive.
here. Oh,
El misdrop once again.
Rikuo, unfortunately not able to get that L over. Gonna have to just, ugh. You know what they say about L misdrops. But anyway,
I'm mad about that one too.
gonna be the last player to round out our top 4.
Yeah. So now you're familiar with everybody, and
Yeah, now you've seen how everyone plays. You can get a bit of a basis as to what to. Actually, I would say you're going to have a basis as to what to expect for later down the line, but I think each match is going to be unpredictable in their own little way.
So we got, next match coming up. It's looking like it's gonna be Saki Gohan versus Amamiya.
We have the hiragana
versus Yukun.
We have the hiragana side and the Romaji side.
Yeah.
Which is a little funny.
Who's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, yeah, on the left side we have Sake Gohan versus Amamiya. Uyashoda versus Yukun. I am looking forward to these. These are going to be very fun matches. For those unfamiliar with Sake Gohan's run, and as to why people call him the arguably the best modern Tetris player. Oh, I'm getting a note from production. We're gonna have to wait for that, but we're gonna be taking a quick 10-minute break before we continue on to the top 4. But before that happens, we'd like to talk about everything continuing on for the remainder of the Tetris Block Party event. So this week we've been wrapping up the TGM 1 and 2 segment and the PPT 2 segment. Next week will be all about Tetris Effect Connected. We'll be on Friday, August 2nd, we will have the team game modes, and we'll also be showcasing Tetris.com and Tetris Mobile for the party night on August 2nd. And August 3rd is Zone Battle, which is going to be similar to what you're seeing tonight here in Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, but with Tetris Effect's signature zone mechanic added in. So if you're looking forward to that, you can sign up on the start.gg page. I think Shen will get that somewhere. But that will be happening next week at the same time. So if you're more of a TEC player, I hear you. But
I'm excited for Tetris Effect Connected Zone Battle. I love Zone Battle. Zone Battle's my favorite.
Zone Battle is, a very fun mode to watch. You guys should definitely tune in next week. It's going to be very intense. It's going to be very fun. Look forward to that. But for now, we'll be taking a short break. Go get some water. Get some snacks.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I might do both of those things.
Yeah, just prep yourself for the road ahead, because actually, is it a good idea to get some water, because you might be spitting it at your screen with how insane these plays are going to be.
Hey, I'm a clean guy. Let's be chill.
All right, everybody, we are back with the Tetris Block Party, and we are about to hop back into this absolutely stacked bracket, and I am joined by Adam, aka Pants, and David, aka Commando. Are you guys ready?
Hello. Yup.
Hell yeah.
I was ready.
Heck yeah.
I mean, as ready as I can be. But yeah, I mean, we have our top 4 here. We have, yeah.
As previously stated, it's Saki Gohan versus Amemiya. That's who we got coming up next. It's gonna be a great match because they're great players. You've already seen that. And it's a great game. I don't know. There's not a single bad element about it.
There's a bit of a story to history between these two players as well.
Oh,
Saki Gohan. that just scared me. Saki Gohan, currently considered the best modern Tetris player as a whole. Probably considered like number 1, not only in TEC as I previously thought, but also PPT 2. I believe currently highest rated, even over Amemiya, who is very well known and very experienced. But has actually fallen to a few players in the past, most notably Kazu, who is not in this bracket, and Saki Gohan.
all right.
So this is going to be a very interesting match. We're gonna have to see. Like Saki Gohan might have the advantage here. We're not entirely sure, but Amemiya can easily pull something out of nowhere.
I'm excited to see how this one goes. I feel like everybody at this point in the bracket has kind of gotten it out of their system. You know, all your more final rounds have been a lot more confident. You know, they're probably practicing while waiting, but you can even see that Saki Gohan has like a default rating, so probably not much of a player of the Switch version. That might be something to consider, you know, if the play was sloppy in the rounds coming up to this. Whereas Amemiya is like, you know, top of the leaderboard. So hopefully these players have both got it figured out so they can give us the best possible match that, you know, we can get, because I want to be entertained.
Yeah,
Where's
just a
my
bit.
entertainment?
Yeah, and just a bit of context. If you don't know Saki Gohan by that name, you'll probably know them by the previous name, Akashi Robo. Akashi Robo. I mean, I know a lot of people, like, especially around the TEC circles, because that's kind of what I'm more familiar with. A lot of people were talking about Akashi Robo's skills there.
Mhm.
But currently, going under the name Saki Gohan. So.
Yeah, and we
It's
should
kind of
be getting into the match any short time here.
It's a bit of a, yeah, waiting on the players to ready up, but we have a bit of an it's like an old guard versus new blood situation here, because I believe Saki Gohan is bit of a lobby issue, but yeah. Yeah.
Now,
A bit of a hiccup. Please be patient while we figure that out. We can also we've talked about the players. We can also talk about the giveaway. If you type Block Party into twitch.tv/Classic Tetris's chat, you will have a chance to win a copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 for Steam. Head over there. Type in Block Party, all one word, no spaces, just one word, Block Party, and then we will be drawing a winner after this match, if I believe. So
I would enter this, but I already own the game. So
I already own the game as well.
If you could believe it, us Tetris commentators already purchased the game. Pretty crazy, I know, but like, what are you gonna do?
It's a very good game for Steam Deck, let me just say.
That I will say, Tetris in general is just like
yeah, Tetris in general is very good, but PPT 2 especially. Like,
I think that well, I guess it's PPT2 night. So yeah, PPT2 is the best. And then next week I might say something different. When I got my Steam Deck, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I played Tetris Effect Connected on there, and I was like, oh, this is like, because the guys at Enhanced, they were like, and we're gonna make sure it runs at 1200 by 800. It takes full advantage of the 16 by 10, and it has like its own like rendering for the Steam Deck. Like it uses its own specialized graphic settings, and it's just, like,
And there's also HDR.
this is perfect. This is
Yeah,
perfect.
Game had Steam Deck in mind several years before that thing came out.
I play games where it's like, oh yeah, we made this for the Steam Deck. What does it run at? 16 by 9? I'm like, what's going on? This is a 3D game.
Sometimes I do like having the 16 by 9 just so I can have like the performance indicator at top.
Hey, I'll leave that to you. That's you stuff. I'm not getting near it.
So I just get concerned. I sometimes just completely take the battery life of the Steam Deck for granted. Sometimes it will like run low on battery unexpectedly on me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna keep this on.
Yeah, still working out the kinks for getting this match going, but it will be going. And when it goes, it's gonna go forward.
It's gonna go forward, and then it's gonna constantly accelerate, and it's gonna go really fast, like the Japanese bullet train.
It's gonna go forward, and it's gonna go down. Okay, it is going down.
Yeah. Just like a roller coaster.
Just like. A roller coaster.
Just waiting, I believe. All right, we are now in the characters.
Oh my gosh! Can you guys believe it? Gaming has returned to your television devices.
We are here.
Don't touch that dial, because we're getting into it.
Here we go.
And they're
Puyo
off
Puyo
the
Tetris 2
races.
once again.
Starting
Sake Gohan on the
some
left.
T-spin triples. And
Amamiya on the right.
On the right, try and get into that red after getting some of that T-spin action started. It's what we want to see.
Yeah, here we go. Amamiya very aggressive with this nice 10 combo.
Ooh, cannot continue
Sake
the combo,
Gohan
there's too much
waiting in
holes.
anticipation for the incoming attack. Oh.
Ooh, good down stack action from Amamiya.
Good floating T-spin there from
It has
Sake
been
Gohan.
foretold.
The prophecy? Anyway, yeah. Alright, Sake Gohan,
More
a bit of...
action. Don't let it up.
Instead of talking about how much action's going on, we should talk about what's going on itself.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but both players are going back and forth, like, very... Actually, that was a pretty bad time to talk about that, but, like, there's a lot of back and forth going on. But Sake Gohan has the upper hand here, playing really aggressively. Might top out Amamiya very soon if he doesn't find something quickly. But managing to find skims, finds the down stack. Still in this.
Playing pretty close. Gets the Z spin.
Getting
Doesn't have
close
too
to the
much
top,
of an effect.
but that J got in the way of the L, and well, both of them are gonna blame each other now.
You can tell these players are just, like, pretty evenly matched regarding speed. Amamiya just building a little too much to try and get this center four wide going.
Really,
Sake Gohan's like, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm making it happen.
those familiar with PPT know that those are pretty. That's a pretty infamous tactic. Clinging to the old ways of Puyo Puyo Tetris and four wides. But now Amamiya
Thought we left that
has a
in the
bit of a.
past.
Okay, now Amamiya has a side four wide. But
And
Sake Gohan is
Gohan
gonna
has a
give
center four
Amamiya
wide.
a taste of his own medicine here.
I should.
Ooh.
Oh, they're doing the stall. They're doing the
they're
damage stall.
stalling. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while, folks. Looks.
So this is what we call
This is what we call
the
stall
most
wide.
fun possible match you could watch on stream.
Both players kind of realized here that they've reached an impasse.
You know, and
Like,
it's so cool because
it-
Saki Gohan's
like-
such a young player, so to know that even young players
Saki-
have to learn and put up with this, it's awesome.
Saki
Nobody's spared.
Saki Gohan sees this and is just like, all right, how many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
It has been a while indeed.
Yeah, for those unaware of the Ren system, there PPT. This is a kind of notorious thing about Puyo Puyo Tetris, is the fact that the game has a very high combo table, which means that garbage is going to be very aggressive.
And they're ripping right back into it. I think that
So if
Saki
someone
Gohan
would-
understood there was kind of like a T-spin.
Oh,
in
and there's
middle
the
of there.
retaliation
Oh, wow.
from Amamiya, very close to the top.
It wasn't the
Elvis stuff,
TVs.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. That was a very high stakes match, especially in the
Very
middle
high
there.
stakes. Like, it's the sort of thing in a fight where like two people are going against each other and they're just like, hold on, can I get a drink of water? And it's like, yeah, go ahead. And they just sit there and they just sit there for like 5 minutes. Guy finishes
like
water, just
Like it's an
like
old-fashioned
cleans his face
spoof
off.
movie.
Yeah, cleans his face off. He's just like dusts off his shirt.
Oh wow!
And
This
then
is
immediately
pretty
goes back
dire
into
for
fighting.
Amamiya on the right side.
Yep.
Yeah. Jeez,
Saki
what
Go-
happened?
Saki Gohan was not a fan of that stall wide. So the whole thing about the stalling is people trying to avoid like sending garbage too early or receiving garbage at an inopportune time. So what they'll do instead of like going through the combo as quickly as possible is that they'll stall. Basically the first person to like, it's apologies for like the somewhat inaccurate explanation, but basically usually the first one to move will lose the conflict there. It's
You know, you say that, and I do think that Saki Gohan was the first to move. And
yeah, like because if you move first, you kind of give your opponent an advantage. So it is like the best move is to not play in that situation. But on the downside, it's really boring.
You don't say. Saki Gohan,
Well, I
right
mean-
now, not playing pretty boring, playing pretty speedy.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
pretty zippy, getting a lot of
look at
damage
this.
sent
Look at
out.
this. We have an interesting play here. T-spin
Ooh,
triple from Saki
but
Gohan.
staying
Amamiya close to the
alive,
top does not have
not
the
too
room
alive.
to keep down stacking. So, yeah, Saki Gohan's taking the lead. Amamiya kind of taking the 1 point there. But I believe we're going to be seeing a
Triple
similar
starts
opener.
again.
Yeah.
Pretty good damage.
But
coming from each
Amamiya
side.
always tries to go in a situation where he can go into the center 4 wide. This is a little awkward because it doesn't quite
It's a
give him
continuation with the eyepiece.
it doesn't quite give him the best setup for like a perfect center 4 wide, but still able to get a decent amount of Ren off of it. But doesn't look like perfect play is needed because Saki Gohan has a lot of misdrops there. Gets the super T-spin double, which
Saki
is
Gohan
2 T-spin
could
doubles.
Bring it
in
back
one
with the
setup.
right amount of. Never mind.
Good work. But yeah, and there's a lot of the times it will start with a sort of triple double. But I mean, the ones that Amamiya goes for, like basically every single time, is one set up perfectly, so you get 3 Minos in the middle there.
Very
And-
interesting 3-wide attack coming from Saki Gohan.
Yeah, but I mean, Amamiya has a perfect 4-wide going on and is going to use the garbage to extend that combo up into 15.
Yeah, that kind of hurts.
But Saki Gohan still
that
in
was
this
insane top out play.
insane survival here from Saki Gohan. Ooh, but there's more Ren coming from Amamiya.
Yeah, but we don't have to take it. We can just say, you know, I'll do enough in a short amount of time and not have to worry about it. Amamiya finally tying it up.
Yep, tying it up 3-3.
It could go either way now. Oh my god, these players are so evenly matched. It's like they had to get seated in a bracket and they're meeting each other at a high point for it.
I mean, out of the top 4 matches, like, these two are seated. Oh, these two have a bit of a gap between them. Ooh, that's an incoming perfect clear spike. One of the few things to counter the dreaded center 4 wide. Because while the center 4 wide can help you survive against huge spikes, it can't help you when your opponent has a huge amount of garbage being sent like that. And here we go. Amamiya has a bit of a misdrop there, looking a bit awkward, but has a nice... Ooh. Guess there was no T-piece coming in.
Just,
yeah, Sake Gohan's just running with the lead again.
I think probably the most important thing to say about Sake Gohan is, like, with these early starts, it's just like, it's so consistent. It's like, you can really shake him off that speed once he hits it. And, like, near the beginning. Like, sometimes you'll see the misdrops come in, but I think that's always, like, way later into the round for Sake Gohan.
That misdrop in the 4 wide, that's not good for Amamiya right now.
Yeah, this is, like, a perfect point to capitalize on that and just send as much damage as you possibly can right now.
Yeah,
no matter how you can make it happen. Back-to-back
Sake Gohan uses and abuses it. Ooh, and that eye misdrop wanted to drop it down the well.
This is pretty cut and dry as to what's going to go on here.
That skim, I mean, Amamiya has a bit longer, but I don't know how much longer. I don't think it's gonna...
double in there?
Gets the double, gets the T-spin, but it's not gonna... Yeah, it's not gonna be... Yeah, Sake Gohan had that side forward.
I said, I think this is gonna happen, and it happened, because I think about stuff.
I mean, Sake Gohan had that side 4 wide there, like...
It was pretty gnarly, just like... Ooh, and once the PC start to get this thing going, not too much damage, so...
Not too much damage, so Amamiya has the room for the 4 wide.
Situation, but, you know, it looks like it's only going to...
Assessing the situation, trying to figure out where to put this L piece. Gonna cut off the 4 wide.
It kind of stinks to be like, if I'm going to be doing this 4 wide, where do I put the piece? And the last piece, and it's like, I guess I'll put it in the most obvious place, because I can't twist this to my liking. And,
I mean,
Sake Gohan trying to get this PC, trying to make this entire matches, and stay in the tournament to go to grand finals.
Yeah, this is Amamiya's last stand.
Ooh, little misdrop with the L piece. Fortunately, it allows for a T-spin double to happen, so, you know, we're just not even going to call it a misdrop.
Sake Gohan could really trying to just, like, keep his name as, like, the top player. Amamiya in a bit of a revenge here.
Yeah, like, getting this side 4 wide, able to get a continuation.
Ooh, it continues into the garbage.
A little more, but doesn't decide to.
Not enough. Sake Gohan continues the pressure, continues the aggression. There's not much room left for Amamiya,
and that's how you get it done. Sake Gohan is your winner of this half of the semifinals.
I'm gonna be moving on to finals, facing off the winner of Yukun versus Ueshoda. Man,
that was
what a match we've been seeing so far. Like
that final record, that was 7-3. You could see it was 3-3 at a point. It was like these players are so evenly matched, and it could go either way. And Sake Gohan, those last couple of rounds, it just entirely different story. Very much a dominant force in this tournament.
All right, and as promised, we are going to be giving away a copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Steam.
Who likes free video games? I do.
If you like free video games, you can type in Block Party into the Classic Tetris chat. for a chance to win. We will be giving it away real soon, so do it now or forever hold that T piece.
Do it now or forever hold that T piece. I'm gonna think about that one. I'm gonna think about that one for a little bit.
It's a different piece each time in the queue, so. We're waiting on the drawing. And our winner is we have an unfortunate looks like we've got a bit of rigging here from Shen. Cause no, I'm kidding. Alpha Cake, congratulations.
Congratulations, Alpha Cake.
Congratulations, you get a copy of the game. Contact Shen on Twitch or Discord or something. Just reach out to him in any way possible. Probably send him a letter in the mail or something. I don't know. But you will be getting a copy of PPT2 on Steam real soon. Congratulations.
Yeah, and with that, I hate to say it, but I will have to break away for the night.
Leaving me here to drown on my own, huh? No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, the more depressing you make it sound, the more I enjoy it.
Wow. Okay, I was appreciating my co-commentator here, but it seems like he has some beef with me.
Don't say I have beef with you because I'm just getting hungry.
Well, if you're getting hungry, you should eat. Go get some dinner.
Good night, everybody. Take care. Keep watching at Classic Tetris or Enhanced Experience if you want a Japanese commentary track. But you should keep it locked here because Commando, he's the best.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, folks.
Shoutouts to my man Pants for Hire. I for some reason forgot his full tag. I apologize.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Pants. And Commando, I will hop in and help you out a little bit here. But as your secondary commentator, thank you, Pants, for contributing. And we might see Pants next weekend for some zone battle action. So, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
We'll see how next week goes.
All right, and up next, we are going to have Uyoshoda versus Yukon here. Yeah, so this is an excellent matchup. I think they are the 2 and 3 seeds respectively. So both are, I think, they compete in multiple Japanese Tetris tournaments in the or Puyo Puyo Tetris tournaments rather, and I think they kind of trade blows. Uyoshoda is the favorite here, but yeah, anything can happen in this first of 7 matchup in a pretty volatile Tetris game, right? Like upsets are bound to happen in this game.
Yeah, as we've seen tonight, there's been a lot of like volatile rounds. Things have been going wildly back and forth.
All right, so I'm going to let our players know we are ready. Uyoshoda and Yukon, and good luck, have fun. You can't tell them that we are ready without saying good luck, have fun. And once they are ready, we're going to hop into that lobby. And they have
May the best Tetris player win. It looks like we're ready to go.
Looks like it's my turn.
Gonna be Ringo versus X. It's not noticeable unless you're it's not noticeable until you're top level. That's how subtle it is. Yeah, nerves aren't a factor. See, it just makes me hungrier, and then I lose. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of an awkward skim, but that works out really nicely for Uyoshoda. Yukon has a bit starting to accumulate a lot of garbage, but overall still fairly clean.
Sorry, I may have been muted there, but Commando was not talking to their imaginary friend. They were actually talking to me, and we are...
Yeah. I don't have voices in my head.
Yeah. Look at this triple T-spin setup from Uyushoda. Can they get... Oh, man.
Not quite. Had a bit of an awkward board state there.
So yeah, first of 7 in this very neck-and-neck matchup, C2 and C3. They both compete in multiple... I don't know if this got through on my previous spiel, but they both compete in multiple Japanese tournaments, and I think Uyushoda is the favorite here, but let's see what can happen. Some nice down stacking so far from Uyushoda.
Both players actually... I mean, both players are pretty good. Really could go either way here. Uyushoda maybe a bit high up, but I mean... Oh, yeah, and especially with that moment of hesitation. Didn't have any room to move.
Yeah,
so Yukon's going to take it.
Yeah, already up 2-0 is going to take it, and getting that kind of lead against Uyushoda is definitely not easy, and it's got to be a good feeling in such a close matchup.
Ooh, very nice. Very good perfect clear there. Both players still even on the board. Yukun's board is just like as clean as you could ask for. Just like perfect Tetris well. Going to be able to send pieces there however he pleases. Both T pieces, I pieces, T-spins and Tetrises galore. Ooh, and Uyushoda with an L misdrop towards the top. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so much firepower from Yukon there, and on top of that, Uyushoda had like a very messy, a lot of cheese on their board. And if anyone's going to clear it, it's Uyushoda, who is like the Purify World Champion as well. But very nice PC open or T-spin PC open from Uyushoda. So one thing I do want to note, Commando, is that players do start with separate bags in this game, right? So you're not going to often see a mirror opener.
Yeah, a lot of other guideline games will have the same 7 bag in there, but this one, yeah, it is unique in that regard. Kind of just makes it different.
I mean, you are going to see players go for the same kind of PC loop or whatever it may be, but there is likely going to be deviation at the start.
Yeah, like in other games, you can have that chance of like people starting the exact same way and playing the exact same way. But with this, there's already an immediate deviation, and like it'll kind of like start to normalize itself as the match progresses. But at the start, you could have a worse bag than your opponent. But both of these players are able to sort of improvise with what they're given, and able to deal with any good or bad bags. And Yukon had a bit of a unfortunate piece queue, actually. That is actually going to show the kind of the difference between bags. Did not have the right pieces when they needed it. So Uyushoda is going to finally have a point on the board. This could be the start of a comeback.
Yeah, and a clean open with that PC, putting on that early firepower against Yukon, who has a pretty, some like triple wells waiting, so they're going to have to do what's called counting to 4, an unfortunate technique name, but that is what it is, and try to get some Tetrises out of these 3 wells by just building up a little bit and try to downstack and maintain that back-to-back.
For those who are who know more about classic Tetris, that's basically kind of like setting yourself up to be Tetris ready. In a kind of to like set up a dirty Tetris, more or less. Though don't expect the similarities between modern and classic Tetris to be all 1-to-1.
So Yukon kind of running away with it. If anyone can even this up, though, it's going to be Uyushoda. Let's see if they can clean up their gameplay a little bit and extend these matches.
Yep. All right. Yukon with kind of the advantage here, going to be starting off with a T-spin double, a T-spin triple, and that perfect clear. And Uyushoda retaliating with what is known as a super T-spin double, which is a shape that can give you 2 T-spin doubles right in a row.
Ooh, you can really up high there. Yeah, not the best parity or way to bring that down quickly, and is going to top out. So you should up to 2 points. It's also worth noting that in the time slot 1 tournament to kick off the day, Uyashida beat Yukon in the first of 5. I believe it was. I'll have to double check on the score, but they did win in this matchup earlier. So Yukon is definitely coming out strong here.
All right, and there's still a lot of strong back and forth here.
Yeah, nice setup from Uyashida, finding that Tetris well.
Yukon at the bottom of their board, setting up the side 4 wide, gonna be trying to take advantage of PPT2's combo table, which will send quite a lot of will send a lot of lines the longer you can keep a combo going.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure. I always assume it's intentional with players of these skill level. It seems like Yukon kind of broke the combo a little early, maybe just to be able to bring it down sooner. And
yeah.
Oh, you should have put it on.
Because we've seen what happens if someone tries to keep that side 4 wide going on for too long. They can top out a bit early, even though they have a lot of attack potential. But Uyashida, regardless, was very aggressive that round, going to be able to take another win, starting to close that gap 3-4.
Yeah, coming in strong here. Ooh, we see a very similar setup. See if someone can hit that PC first.
Both of them getting that perfect clear at the same time. Nobody's going to be receiving that garbage. But looks like Uyashida's going to be doing a perfect clear loop here, trying to send more garbage over to Yukon.
Yeah, Uyashida able to muster out a little bit more firepower to start off this match. And yeah, putting Yukon under pressure, so Yukon having to find like more clever down stacks where Uyashida can just go to town and go into ultra mode there, and is able to tie it up 4-4. And this is first to 7 games won.
All right, 4-4, all tied up. This is so far in terms of rounds. This is the closest we've seen.
Yeah, neither player able to find that PC off the bat. Oh, Uyashida playing very up high, finding that T-spin double. And a little bit of Ren to survive into... Oh, can they... Oh, man.
Ooh, no. Yukon keeping that aggression going.
Yeah, I can't believe they weren't able to access that Tetris well. If they extended the combo just a hair, that was like a lot of attack power waiting for them.
There's a T-spin triple. And there's a lot on Yukon's board here. That's too much to handle. Uyashida immediately taking that point back, but it is still 2 games away for one. Each player needs 2 wins to win this round and move on to finals. This is real. Yeah, this is the closest we've seen. And Uyashida with the perfect clear. Not going to be able to get a second one thanks to all this garbage on the board, but still able to kind of improvise and send some Tetrises and some T-spins.
Yeah, with the perfect clear and the momentum as well. They've been kind of winning the majority of these last 5 games and looking to make their way to fight Sake Gohan in the finals. Uyashida under a lot of pressure from a combo there.
Yeah, lots of combo damage. Very messy board. Kind of unfortunate circumstances here for Uyashida. But Uyashida working around it really well, getting that Tetris and that T-spin double, keeping the back-to-back strong.
Oh, Yukon
misses the well.
Uyashida has match point here, but Yukon really close behind.
Oh, no. We've all been there in Tetris. It happens to the very best of us.
It's very tense. It's very scary. And Yukon kind of giving Uyashida a taste of his own medicine with the perfect clear right there. Not going to be able to loop it, but this board state on Yukon's side.
It is
No, it's not going to be enough.
Try to set up a super T-spin double there, but unfortunately could not get it down in time. Uyashida is going to be moving on to face Sake Gohan in the finals of the PPT2 Block Party tournament.
GG. And what?
GG.
Okay, this is such a fitting final. Like, Uyashota kind of started off a little rocky there, but getting that momentum, it kind of echoes what we saw from the last game, in my opinion. Like with Sake Gohan just starting to take it away against Amamiya. So I love to see this because it means like Uyashota and Sake Gohan are like going to bring their best. I hope here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Uyashota kind of really showing how good he can be as an underdog in all of these tournaments. Getting second in both, getting second in TECWC. Excuse me, TECWC 2022 and 2023 zone battle. Like Uyashota has a pretty strong second place run, and we're gonna have to see if he can break that.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
It's against Sake Gohan.
It is against the one and only Sake Gohan, and let's just say the Akashi Robo. If I say that name, that will instill fear on anybody watching. Even if my volume is super low on the Japanese stream, if they heard me like just whisper that, they probably just like had a little jump scare at their seats, right? So
like Sake Gohan might not mean a whole lot for you at first until we say Akashi Robo, because that. Because that is a name that people are very familiar with. Kind of came in as a tour de force, and then there was a name change. So looks like we're gonna run the rounds one more time, kind of just with the intimidation.
Yes, this is as good as it gets. Akashi Robo. I just want to keep saying it now, but Sake Gohan versus Uyashota. Yes, I think this is closer than we think. I think you mentioned Uyashota might be an underdog just because of how strong of a player Sake Gohan is.
Uyashota's Uyashota may be underdog in a lot of scenarios, but it's underdog against a lot of strong competitors. In the past, we've seen Uyashota face off against Kazu, who is considered one of the best. Currently facing Sake Gohan.
Yeah.
Has dealt with numerous others in the past. Like, there is like being second place amongst players as strong as some of these players we've seen tonight is very, very good. Nonetheless,
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Uyashota can manage to climb out on top, because it is possible. Like, if there's anyone to take points off of Sake Gohan, it's going to be Uyashota.
Yeah, 100%. Uyashota can definitely take this. I think of it as like a veteran versus a prodigy in a way, because, Akashi Robo is kind of storming onto the scene over the last few years, right? And Uyashota has been around, competing in multiple tournaments, and I'm not really sure how many tournaments Sake Gohan has actually participated in, right? Like, this is the only time I can think of as a matchup they've had, like in a finals. So I'm super excited to see how this plays out, and I think our players are just about ready. And once they are ready, we can do this.
All right. Yeah, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 it's a very volatile game. And if you want a chance to play this game,
Perfect.
we have a giveaway going on. If you go to twitch.tv/classic Tetris and type in Block Party, one word, no spaces, you can get a chance to win a copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Steam. So, if you want a copy of the game, that's your opportunity. It looks like we're about to start.
Yeah, let's do this.
Actually, since it is finals, I am going to provide context once again. If you're familiar with Classic Tetris, since this is on the Classic Tetris Twitch channel, Guideline does, I think, as you can tell, Guideline plays a lot differently compared to Classic. In the situation where you have to send lines to your opponent by trying to by clearing lines on your own board and try to top them out.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, both these players have a lot of cheese, and it's going to be very cutthroat here as they're trying to top each other out because they're going to be playing aggressive, maybe try to time a block here so they don't receive a combo attack from the player and just it's lights out. So both players seem to be blocking each other, just probably because they have a similar pace, so you don't see too much like stopping. Sometimes players will wait to stop for the block. Cue the stall wide we saw earlier in the big 4-wide combo battle. But yeah, Sake Gohan getting out on top there. Uyushoda at the top board is going to succumb to that pressure. And Uyushoda, we know as somebody that can really throw down and like create these high score values. That was 65k from Uyushoda versus the score doesn't mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but it just goes to show like that Sake Gohan can throw down. Yeah.
It is a good indicator of player efficiency though, because it does take like sort of scoring from Tetrises and T-spins into account. That is another thing you'll notice if you're not very familiar with Guideline, is that Guideline Tetris or Modern Tetris does incentivize the use of T-spins, as a T-spin double does send as much garbage as a Tetris would. So sometimes you are incentivized to go towards it, because it takes less lines, but it does send the same amount as a Tetris. But of course, everyone's classic old reliable, the Tetris, still sends a good amount of garbage. And if you can chain between Tetrises and T-spins continuously without clearing anything else, you get what's known as back-to-back, which will also send a little extra garbage to your opponent, so you can so it incentivizes those efficient clears.
All right, you know what? We actually have some pretty good boards from both players, and they're just
throwing
down these back-to-backs back and forth against each other, and no one's really budging quite yet. Who's going to make this first move? I thought I might have saw potential for a big combo here from Uyushoda. Looks like they tried to do it a little bit.
Uyushoda's garbage is looking a little weird here. Kind of has that diagonal, looking like a TGM secret grade.
Yeah,
but managing to go through it. Yeah, pretty good down stack here. But is that going to be enough? Because Sake Gohan is being pretty aggressive. Ooh.
Sake Gohan accepting that to get a big rebuttal.
That.
Oh, that was so good.
Going to work in his favor.
Oh man!
Wow.
And I can't stress how like in the zone you gotta be to like pick up on that, right? Because look how fast and how efficient these players are playing, and on top of that, they just have the game sense to be like, I am gonna stop completely in my tracks, accept this big attack from Uyushoda, and then just top them out.
Yeah, and now Uyushoda sending a perfect clear here, but it's gonna be basic. Sake Gohan's kind of just taking it. There's a nice left side well here from Uyushoda, gonna be clearing a good amount. Things are looking a little awkward, but Uyushoda currently down stacking it very well. Sake Gohan continuing this pressure, continually sending lines. But close to the top here. Actually, both players are. But Uyushoda, I think, is in a slightly better position with this nice, clean well. Sets up another T-spin, has a Tetris at the ready. Yeah. Yes. But Sake Gohan also setting it up.
Yeah, they were in that 2-7 for a moment there, and they finally found like a good opportunity, good patience from them to like determine when to finally go for this down stack. Uyushoda, there you go. Also determining when to accept, and they're trying to like, as a player at this caliber, you're going to want to try to dictate the pace of the game, which is easier said than done with players of this skill level. But both players seem to have a really good game sense and really good back and forth this round.
Yeah, and Uyushoda is doing a really good job of kind of like working around the board, or working around his board state. There was quite a few situations where like the pieces were awkward and there's like a misdrop or two, but Uyushoda's fixing it real fast.
Okay, so Sake Gohan approaching the top of their board. This is an opportunity for Uyushoda to maybe.
This is Uyushoda's time to strike and try and take advantage. But Sake Gohan able to just deal with it. Uyushoda did not take advantage in time. Might have to suffer the consequences here.
A little bit of a count to four for Sake Gohan, and a T-spin, putting on this pressure. Has a Tetris well waiting for them when they transition to it. Uyushoda, Okay, I was wondering if they wanted to block with that T-spin, but they were able to muster out a T-spin and a Tetris there before getting an attack from Sake Gohan, so very nice.
Oh, and Ouya Shota starting had a bit of a combo with the garbage. Gonna be able to try and squeeze in a few extra lines there. But
Sake Gohan, with the pressure, relentless throughout that entire thing.
finally taking out Ouya Shota. The length of that round, I think, goes to show how good Ouya Shota is at survival. Because even there's so many situations where Ouya Shota, I think, would have topped out in like lesser situation. Like a lesser player would have topped out in those moments.
Yeah.
But Ouya Shota keeping it up, keeping things going, did a fantastic job.
And this is a for both players. You got to be very wary because if you can allow, for either of these players, if you allow your opponent to get too out of the way or like get into the zone with like their ultra, I like to call it just ultra mode, where they can just free play in a little bit, like just stack freely. Like they're both so scary. Sake Gohan up 4-0 against Ouya Shota, who is to some people the best player in the world. So Sake Gohan is crushing it right now.
Ouya Shota. I mean, Ouya Shota, like a lot of people will consider the best just because of how well-rounded he is against a lot of other players, especially someone like Sake Gohan, and to some people that is better. Like being able to adapt around other players so much could be considered really good.
Very cool setup, or a cool find from Sake Gohan. So, yeah, all eyes on Ouya Shota. What can Ouya Shota do to like overcome this massive
lot of pressure here on Ouya Shota, and it's looking very precarious right now. That Z had no other place to go, and unfortunately, Ouya Shota had to pay the price for it.
Ouya Shota's going to need a little bit of that momentum they had in that last match against Yukon to come back here, but this is another level of player. You're going to need everything you got here to get caught up.
Ooh, and Ouya Shota with the perfect clear right off the bat, but Sake Gohan managed to neutralize all that damage before it hit him.
Very nice.
But Ouya Shota hitting another perfect clear. Has the early lead. Has the early advantage here.
Yeah.
There's not really such thing as a lead in a match like this.
Ouya Shota's really got to keep on this pressure. No misdrops
Yeah,
at all.
And that worked out.
What Ouya Shota did there worked really well, and gonna be able to get a point against Sake Gohan, which is scary.
Yeah, very well executed, perfect opener, and no misdrops there. That's what you need. Yeah, I needed like the cleanest play possible to take this player out.
If the stars align for you, yeah, you win.
Yeah.
Ooh, an L misdrop, which is gonna make things awkward. Ooh, and this,
Sake Gohan tanking that, trying to put on as much pressure and take that. Oh, man.
Ooh, there's no place for that piece to go, unfortunately.
I think Ouya Shota needs to like really pay attention to this tempo.
Yeah, this is championship point right here. This could be the end of everything. Ouya Shota, misdrop right off the bat.
Oh, and Sake Gohan is not dropping a beat.
Sake Gohan not pulling any punches.
Oh no!
Oof. Ooh. It's so hard to explain exactly what's going on, but Ouya Shota manages to squeak by, still in this. Sake Gohan's actually kind of in a weird spot. Might be able to deal.
All right, Ouya Shota is somehow
Ouya Shota
still alive
just
here.
needs some extra lines.
God.
You're gonna be able to take advantage of Sake Gohan's unfortunate board state. Gonna be able to come back from the brink of death. Wow.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, Sake Gohan thought they had it in the bag or what, but yeah, very well.
You can't rest on your laurels too easily, but here's the first perfect clear from Ouya Shota. Can we get a second one? Unfortunately, Survey says no dice. Ouya Shota still going to be able to follow up pretty solidly with something else. Here's a bit of Ren.
Yeah, much needed.
Cuts it off a bit short, though, just to set up something better.
Okay, not the worst board state here from Ouya Shota. able to find some
No, but
key spins.
Sake Gohan has such a clear board right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, the pressure from Sake Gohan is insane.
Oh, that's so much pressure. You can feel Uya Shota getting crushed under it. But that is going to be it. Sake Gohan kind of just continuing to hold that title. Like strongest Tetris player. Strongest modern Tetris player.
Wow.
GG's. Well played from everyone tonight, but Sake Gohan is going to take it as the champion of the Grandmaster bracket in the PPT2 Block Party tournament. Very well done.
That was so crazy. Yes, I was skeptical because okay, Sake Gohan, like in my experience, I haven't seen them play a whole lot of tournaments. They're still a very young player, right, and like pretty new to the scene in terms of like competitive play. Outside of the ladder, they're a menace on ladder over the past years, right? But this like solidifies that they are somebody to be. You can't mess with this player. Commando, this player got top 4 in last weekend's Classic Score Attack tournament. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, Akashi Robo, Sake Gohan is a menace. GG, well-deserved championship from them. And, oh, I even have there we go. Let's add the text winner there. So cool. And this is, like, as stacked as it gets, right? There might be one, I can think of one other name, maybe a Kazu or somebody like that. But even then, I think this is, like, the undisputed strongest player right now. So congratulations, Sake Gohan, taking part of a $500 prize pool to our top 4.
Very nice.
So very cool.
Very cool indeed.
And yeah, there was our matchup there. With is it Carbuncle, right? Carbuncle?
Yeah, that's Carbuncle on the left, Ringo on the right.
Yeah.
But wow, I mean, you also can't count out Uya Shota like ever. Never in these kinds of tournaments can you count out Uya Shota, because despite the score saying 7-2, Uya Shota really keeps giving these top players a run for their money. We're like, it's inevitable. I think it's almost inevitable. Like, we're gonna see a certain point where Uya Shota comes back with a vengeance, gonna be taking more games off of these top players, taking more off of Sake Gohan, more off of Kazu.
You know what? I accidentally showed the winner of Classic Score Attack, but that was actually not accurate. But yeah, Akashi Robo is strong in Classic Score Attack, but they are actually the winner of the Puyo Puyo Tetris tournament. So congratulations, Akashi Robo, Sake Gohan. I can't break the habit, Commando. It's just like I've called this player that for so many years now.
Like, yeah, no, I get it. Like when you know someone by Akashi, when you know them as Akashi Robo for a while, and with how much of an impression that name left on the modern Tetris scene, it's really hard to kind of let that go.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel like a lot of modern Tetris players like to change their name. So, Sake Gohan just kind of, blending in with the rest.
Yeah, I'll get used to it. I do like the new ID, by the way, so I'll get used to it. But yeah. So let's do our last roll for
exactly
the Puyo Puyo Tetris 2
say.
giveaway. Yeah, go ahead, take it away, Commando.
So we are giving away one last copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 for Steam, and if you wanted a chance to win that, just head over to twitch.tv/classic Tetris. Type in Block Party, all lowercase, one word, no spaces anywhere. Type Block Party into chat, and you will have a chance to win this copy of PPT2 for Steam. We're going to be drawing that real soon, so speak now or forever hold that L piece.
Yeah, and if you already did it, let's get the spam in there, because I got a refresh in on the Nightbot because it was being kind of slow. So if you put a message in like an hour ago, definitely do it again. Get that Block Party in there.
And this time, Enhanced Experience will not win this giveaway.
Right. Let me go in and mark ineligible. Actually, I'll let it have the chance just in case, because that was pretty funny. But yeah. So type Block Party in, and we'll do a draw here in about 10 seconds. Block Party, one word.
Hurry up! It's your last chance.
Last chance for Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Steam. And if you're looking for somebody to play, you can definitely find somebody in the Enhanced Discord or whatever, any Tetris community server near you. I know we're live on a hard drop. Thank you to everyone from the hard drop community that tuned in tonight. And
yeah, that's the hard drop.
Mm-hmm. And also, big shout out to Tetris Official for kind of organizing and putting on this whole thing.
Yeah,
and
we're celebrating we're celebrating all things Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
For the 40 years that for the 40 years that it's been around.
All right, Feline Frequencies. I like that username. Did they literally just enter it, or I don't know, but
yeah, they were like second to last person to enter, and then won it.
I swear I didn't. There's definitely like 30 eligible users here, so at least. So it's just luck of the draw.
Nonetheless, congratulations. You can DM Austin anywhere he's around. On Discord or Twitch, probably. Those are the two easiest things I can think of.
Yeah. So if you're joining the Discord at discord.gg/enhance, message Austin. I should be sitting at the top of the Discord, or here I'll even wave on the Classic Tetris channel here. There I am. See me with my hand up. You can also message me there. But yes, Akashi Robo, aka Sake Gohan, is our winner. Congratulations. And we have more to come next weekend. We might even see the return of this player, and maybe vengeance from the other players that were taken out by this menace.
Yeah.
So next Saturday, you can still register for the upcoming Zone Battle tournament, which is likely going to be just as stacked for all of our Tetris Effect connected fans. Be sure to sign up. You won't want to miss out on that opportunity. And we'll also do a chill. If you're just looking for chill community vibes, stop by our party night next Friday, August 2nd. We'll be doing some teams open to for community participation, and also do a Tetris.com/Tetris mobile showcase. So definitely stop by and hang out as we celebrate all things Tetris for 40 years of Tetris. Commando, what a night. That was a crazy tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no other way to put it. What a night.
You know what? I won't keep everyone around, but yes, wherever you're watching from Tetris Official on Twitter/X or Instagram, thank you for tuning in. We're live on the Enhance Experience. Oh yeah, shout out to our Japanese broadcasting team, by the way. I think we're killing it over there on the Enhance Experience channel with a bunch of Japanese viewers. So yeah, thank you everyone behind the scenes who helped make this happen. And yeah, after 5-star, I believe, and I can't recall the second commentator, but yes, very cool stuff. And more of this in the future. I think this is a precursor of more to come. Like, we want to celebrate all Tetris games, and I think it's good for the ecosystem and the competitive environment if like we're all pushing each other and trying out other games, etc. I after playing TGM last night, for example, Commando, I'm like into it. I want to get better. So I think it's just good for the whole community. If we're
it's good. It's good to get immersed into the other games. Just a bit of a taste of just a bit of a taste of everything else that you don't really see normally if you just stick to the one game you play.
All right, with that, we are going to close it, Commando. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Pants, by the way, who left earlier for helping with commentary.
Love to my co-commentator, Pants.
And
love that guy.
I think we are going to call it. Commando, any last thoughts before we close it out here?
Tetris?
Tetris. Perfect. Let's leave it on that. Tetris. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Also, yeah, if you're on the Classic Tetris channel, stick around. We'll probably do a raid. And yeah, have a good night.